I'm doing well. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Coach, before we get to questions, can you just give us your thoughts on last week's game against New Mexico State?
Yeah, big road win for us. Our goal all week was to get to 1-0 in our conference, and we were able to achieve that. Difficult trip from here to get from Troy, Alabama to Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's a tough trip, and that's our second cross-country trip in 3 weeks. We went out to Boise week 1, and this was a game that was really concerning to me as soon as we got it on our schedule. And it was a great college football game. I thought they had a really good atmosphere there at New Mexico State, and Doug's team is much improved, one of the most improved teams in the country. And 4-quarter game, and really proud of how our kids handled some adversity in that game, and we were able to figure out a way to win and then come back home for Military Appreciation Week on Saturday versus Akron.
Coach, Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week came from your team, Brandon Silvers. What did you see from him on Saturday?
Well, I thought he did a great job making decisions. New Mexico State came in and really from about the second series on blitzed about 70% of the snaps, and I thought he did a good job managing it, getting the ball out to some of our playmakers, and and he continues to mature. He's played well now 2 weeks in a row, bouncing back from really a subpar effort against Boise. So much credit to him for bouncing back and playing two really good performances, and I think he's still improving. He's got a thing if he continues to prepare like he has the last 2 weeks, then I think we'll continue to see him continue to improve as we go along. But proud of him for earning that award. Appreciate the recognition.
Well, Coach Martin was on here before talking about your defense, very complimentary of them. What was the key to success for the defense in stopping a New Mexico State offense, which has put up a lot of good numbers on a number of opponents so far this season?
Well, I don't know if we actually stopped them. I thought we did a good job of slowing them down, especially in the first half. They're really good. And Tyler Rogers is a four-year starting quarterback, and he's talented. And then at receiver, they're as good as anybody in our league. I think the Scott kid, he's going to be a matchup problem. He's a matchup problem for Arizona State. He'll be a matchup issue for everybody that play. And then Larry Rose. Larry Rose is difficult to contain one-on-one. And what hurt us worse than anything was Tyler getting out of the pocket and making some plays. He was really able to extend some plays. We didn't do a very good job of getting pressure on him. But what we did is we got him into some long yardage situations. When we were able to have success on first down, we were able to get them in some long yardage situations, and we played from ahead. We led the whole game, and we played from ahead, and that allowed us to be a little bit more conservative in our coverage and keep everything in front of us.
Coach, Akron comes in this weekend. What have you seen from them on film as you prepare for this game?
Well, they're a team that is a pressure-oriented team defensively. I think that's what Coach Amato's kind of has been his deal during his whole career. A lot of experience on that staff, a lot of experience in Power 5 programs on that staff. And I think they're the winningest staff that's ever been at Akron, if I'm not mistaken. And offensively, they've got a quarterback that's a dual threat guy. They've got a big running back, Bell, that transferred in from Ohio State, and he's a bruiser, big physical kid, very similar to Jordan Chun that we have on our football team. And they do a good job in the return game. Over the last couple of years, they've had one of the top return units in the country, so they're dangerous in that. And really, honestly, it's about us getting better. We're excited about the opportunity to play in Akron. I think it's a game that matchup of Sun Belt and Mid-American, which is games that we need to win for our league to continue to improve and get national recognition. But we've got to focus on ourselves and just make sure that we continue to make improvement and get ready for us once we get back into league play.
Coach, one final question. What improvements are you looking for this next game?
Well, on defense, we've got to get pressure on the quarterback, and we've got to force some takeaways. We've gone 2 games here without a takeaway. That's something that we pride ourselves on, that we did a tremendous job of last year, and we got 0 takeaways, and we didn't do a very good job getting pressure on the quarterback last week. So those are the 2 areas of improvement we've got to do on defense. And then offensively, we've got to reduce our number of penalties. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. We didn't punt till late in the third quarter on on Saturday night, but we only had 20 points at that point. And if you're not punting, you should be scoring more points, especially since we had 0 turnovers in the game. So we've got to just not kill ourselves with silly penalties and drop passes and those type of things.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it as always.
All right, thanks, y'all. Have a great week.